Happy Monday. Well, today, March 2nd, marks the start of Severe Weather Preparedness Week, and we are starting off with getting information. Now, as always, you want to make sure you have a weather radio on deck. Also, track our social medias. We have our KSN and KODE weather app, as well as our 4 States homepage website. Now, with this week expected to be an active weather week in the next couple weeks, you want to make sure you are weather aware and prepared as well. Looking at our windows and more tower cam, this fog from this morning really hasn't cleared up too much. We did see a bit more of that cloud cover build in, and it is going to persist. We're going to see multiple rounds of showers and storms over the next several days, with the strongest to possibly severe storms expected for Wednesday through Saturday as of right now. On our female first alert Doppler, the rain from earlier has cleared, moved off to our east and south. Now we're looking at some temperatures in the 40s, around 44 for us in Joplin, some 50s as well off to our south, and it is going to be a more gloomy day for us. As far as the rain goes, over the past 24 hours, some areas have definitely seen a bit more of that precipitation than others. To our south, closer to about an inch, Nevada as well, and then some of us only up to about a quarter of an inch, and then less than that as well. Those numbers are definitely going to pick up, though, as we get closer to the midweek mark, and then past that as well, as we are seeing reoccurring low pressure right now. So the low pressure system that was further off surrounding us earlier, it's off to our east, that is still influencing us, keeping a lot of that cloud cover. Now, the second system is going to make its way to us. As it starts to make its way further south, we're going to see a warm front start to advance through the area. That is going to reinforce a lot of that moisture. We'll see some breezier conditions as well going into tomorrow morning. Gusts are expected to be close to about 25 miles an hour ahead of this cold front that's going to shift through. Now, as this system makes its way closer to the 4 states, we'll see a line of showers and storms make its way to us as well, with the strongest storms of our week expected to start on Wednesday, and we get to see them continue to pick up as we get closer to our weekend. You can see that right here. Now, as the system continues to move through, we'll be monitoring the chance for some severe weather. The biggest threat tomorrow is going to be in southeast Kansas, and it's going to be in the form of hail. Only a marginal risk, though, which is a 1 out of 5. Then tracking into Wednesday, that's when things start to increase a little bit towards the 4 states. The biggest threat is going to be further off to our south. Biggest threat is going to be larger size hail, and then also winds, as some deep layer shear is expected to build in, so we'll see those winds push through. And then if there is enough instability, we might see a couple instances of some severe storms. Rainfall outlook, we also have the chance to have a marginal risk on Wednesday for some excessive rain, which could bring in the chance for some localized flooding. Highs for today, we're looking at 57 in Joplin, 59 in Grove, and then also 60 degrees in Bentonville. But as we start to get into this evening, the lows are going to drop off just a little bit into the 50s and 40s. Now here's a look at your KSN forecast from Local Weather Authority. Today's high is going to be around 57. We'll drop to get information. As always, you're going to want to have a weather radio on deck. We also have a KSN KODE weather app and our 4 States homepage website as well. You want to make sure you have weather alerts on your phone, because we are going to see a bit more of an active weather week, not only this week, but over the next couple weeks. Our windows in more tower cam, quite misty for us this morning. You might want to put those low beams on as well, but the fog should start to clear. Rain chances are going to pick up as we progress throughout our week, with some storm chances as well. But for today, the rain from overnight is moving off to our east. Looking at that on our Freeman Health First Alert Doppler, and temperatures are in the 30s and 40s this morning. Around 40 degrees in Joplin, 46 in Bentonville, and then 48 in Grove. So you might want that jacket this morning, but just keep that umbrella in your car. Rain chances, at least over the last 24 hours, some of the 4 states have seen them pick up a bit. We're seeing some areas closer to about an inch of accumulated rain, and then others are needing a bit more of that rain. We are still experiencing amounts of drought, large amounts of drought throughout the 4 states, but the continuous pattern of the rain this week hopefully will help reduce some of that. Low pressure system is going to take this rain off to our east. Then we're going to see another system make its way through. This upper level low pressure system will be coming in, and it will also drag in a warm front with that. Now, this warm front is going to increase some of our moisture, possibly a little bit of instability as well. Highs tomorrow could get near 80 degrees for us, and then we also have some rain chances that are going to circulate through, bringing in possibly some stray to scattered showers for some of the 4 states. And then as this cold front starts to make its way through, this cold front is going to bring in some more widespread showers and possible strong to severe storms going into the midweek mark on Wednesday. This also happens to be the day where we see our tornado drill in Missouri, 11 a.m. on Wednesday, and then Kansas, 10 a.m. on Wednesday as well. Now, if the weather is bad enough, we might see those get postponed, but it is expected to bring in some rain to the 4 states, and we could possibly see a marginal risk for severe weather as early as tomorrow for portions of southeast Kansas and maybe a little bit on that edge of southwest Missouri. Biggest threat tomorrow is going to be hail, and then as we track into Wednesday, we're looking at a threat of hail and also some winds as we see some deep layer shear start to move in. That'll bring in some stronger winds possibly and stir up a couple severe storms for us, and then also could drag in some excessive rainfall, which could also bring in some localized flooding to some of the 4 states. So you definitely want to be weather aware this week, especially as severe weather season begins and also it being severe weather preparedness week. Highs for today around 57 in Joplin, 60 in Grove, also 56 in Monette. Now, as we start to get into this evening, those lows are going to drop off. We'll see some 40s and 50s, so not too bad. With the constant reinforcement of the moisture this week, we're going to see some warmer lows than we've seen over the last week. Highs for today, we're looking at our KSN forecast for Local Weather Authority around 56.